Oh, what would a Freudian psychologist say about my desire to surround myself with empty boxes? Boxes that need to be filled or are partially filled or are overflowing, but they're all boxes. Kitty, meow. My cat is what would a kitty psychologist say about you, Kitty? I shudder to think. I think if the kitty could talk, the kitty would say to me in no uncertain terms, I don't like you or anything about you. The only thing I like about you is your friend that comes in. Okay, well, the cat is now seeing things, invisible things that only it can see. So, is this trying to, my empty boxes, is it saying I secretly long to be a father or something and fill a box with my seed and eventually become a father? I would hope not. That's not going to happen anytime soon or ever. But I don't understand. Okay, why is this pen here? I thought I sold this one. Okay, I've got this one. It's a black Waterman with the little fishnet stocking thing, and I've got another black Waterman fishnet stocking thing right here in my Waterman fishnet stocking display. So I've got two black ones. I don't need two of them. I can sell one of them. So let's go by the nib. Fine and slightly flexible. Fine and slightly more flexible. What do these have on them? One of these black ones will go in my sale bin. There's no getting around it, Björn Gustafsson. Okay, I think it's going to be this one. Slurp, slurp. Caps are more or less the same. Everything else is more or less the same. I think I'll keep this one. Okay. Keep, sell. If you're interested in one of these, let me know. I just sold one at the pen show. A black one, just like it. And I went through all sorts of trauma to find that one to sell, and now turns out I had a different one already. So these are in my little displays I've been making using frames and leather and lace and stuff. So, and what would that same psychologist say about this little display I'm making that looks kind of like like a blank, like a bleep. Okay, this is a off-brand, no name. Maybe it has a name on it. Really nice little springy, flexible nib. And because it's a no name, I have a collection of pens that are like this pattern, but I have enough of them that are like this in this pattern. So let's just see if this nib says something. I think it says something, but maybe. Aiken Lambert number 2. Is it an Aiken Lambert pen? I don't think so. I like that nib. Maybe I can put that nib on an actual Aiken Lambert. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this over to my desk. Eventually my desk will contain mainly Franken pens, and I'll move the legitimate walls that have a wall nib and everything works over to my house half, not my studio half. And eventually the point is then I can compare with other pens I have here on the collection half, and then I can decide which one I want to sell. But right now this could exist on my desk half. What are your thoughts? So this will be the empty box that will transfer pens to the desk. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to do is clear off this desk. Of items that this one I was just drawing with. Yes. Why is this here? Drawing. Aiken Lambert Company. Another Alco nib. This needs a pressure bar. Nice boingy. I guess that was Waterman. Why is this here? Pressure bar. Where's the cap? Really hard nib. Schaefer. This needs a short one. I I hate these little crumbs. This, as we talked about the other day, this can go in a drawer. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. I bet this is the nib that came out of the one that was broken. No, it's a good nib. I can put it in this one because this is the one that it belongs to, I hope. Okay, what's this? This is a tip pen nib. It's a wort. This wort pen there's a crack going further down on the Waterman. A crack going down from the breather hole, which, as you know, is you know better than me. Don't you dare tell me what I know, Mr. President. Don't you even begin to dare to tell me. Here's a pen I got from Nathan Tardif. It had 4 tines on a 50, 3 tines on a 50, yes, 3 tines on a 51, which did not last. Well, someone's joined me. I'll be right back. Coffee calls. So one of the things I did yesterday was discover where I put my little masks. I call them masks made out of diplomas, or a show I did in the before times. Slightly before the before times. Was it a year before? See, the before times were not that much different than the after times. I had it was sort of a ship without a paddle, or whatever the word is, canoe without a stream. I'll show you them. They're not unlike my little fish that I've been working on for the past year and a half. I take an old diploma and I cut it apart. So this is all the ooh la la that would go on the top and the bottom of the Wentworth Institute of Technology or whatever. And then I would find areas that would look like eyes and noses and a beauty mark and teeth and lips. And I guess I used the back of the same diploma, 1938. The year of our 16th day, they hired the person with the worst calligraphy to fill in the blanks. Anyway, so this is the bright-eyed, beauty-marked, slightly buck-toothed girl with the hairdo. This guy why did I make that was school, but I put an R. Oh, I needed the lips and edges of the mouth to be the same. Satin ribbon coming out of one of his eyes. This is one of my favorites here. So his hair parted in the middle like alfalfa he has his little cowlick up the back. And this was the dental examiner's diploma, I guess. So the DD of DDS are his nostrils. Commonwealth of Massachusetts, something school, I imagine, or board, B-O-A-R-D, board, became this one. And he has little tiny ears. What are your thoughts? This was someone's from a seminary, seminary, some religious thing. So I sort of was thinking Amish, with the Amishy beard and no mustache. And here I made his nose come up like that bald head. This girl is sleeping. Her little eyes are closed. Oh, here they are. That's what they look like when they're open. I think she looks pretty stupid there, doesn't she? So this was City of something, Cambridge, I think. City of Service. And I just like her very frou-frou-y hairdo, which is particularly frou-frou-y in the front. This guy, his little cleft chin, his little mustache. Anyway, they were fun. So what I did yesterday is I went through my diploma collection, many of which were in glass frames, and I just took them out of the frames and we'll cut them up. Make more of these because they do. I think they're fun. They make me smile, and I haven't restocked my supply of Prozac. So, hello, Friedrich. I was just showing my diplomas, my diploma masks. I call these masks. This is part of a mask show, but they're more portraits, I guess. Faces. So each one of these were made of, well, let me just get one and cut it up right now. Get my scissors. I won't glue it. Just. Hey. Oh, cat. Take that. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. I have two here. Let's start with the Ralph Clinton ham. As part of the Kappa Sigma fraternity, the PSI, pounds per square inch chapter. Is this printed on? When the Kappa Sigma fraternity were going to the Ye Olde diploma shoppy to order their Ye Olde diplomas, they went cheap and Bologna Supreme Executive Committee, Bologna, Bologna, is that what it is? Bologna teaches the world. I thought it was Bologna teaches. And his name enrolled as a member. So I have to look at this and I have to find an eyeball, two of them, which might be this thing. Eyebrows, a mouth, a nose, hair, and some ear. This is going to be kind of tough. Isn't it going to be kind of tough? This is not speaking to me yet. I also have dozens and dozens and dozens of those little stand-up photo album. What are they called? There's a name for them, studio portraits. Let me just show you what they look like. I was thinking of making little ones for those, which maybe, yeah. These things. So this guy, who looks a little bit like, what's his name? Don't tell me his name. Everett. I hope you will always remember the night of the senior dance. Ken. I stepped on your feet so many times and broke every single bone in your little body. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this little flap is missing. How would I do this? Am I going to do anything with these things? Can these make little fish? There's a fish right there. See? I was thinking I could make some of these into small heads because I have enough to do that. I sort of want this is the hard part, taking these off without bending. I know I could do this better. There we go. Get rid of him. So I've got this nice little Art Deco frame, which could hold a maybe I'll just would I actually add it to this thing? Would that be fun or not? What are your thoughts? And I normally I will not tear these apart. This one was broken. This one, is this broken? No, this one is not broken. White. With love, Eleanor. Wonder what happened to Eleanor. I did a series of portraits using my iPad, and I used these things to put them in. And Everett, this guy with his black shirt, he's up to no good. He's going to go into the mob. But see, there's something nice about the yellowed thing in this, and I kind of, maybe I could just glue these over the picture and use what part of the picture. What are your thoughts? To a regular pal, Don, in quotes. So what does that mean? Does that mean this person's name is Don? Or his real name can't be used because he's in the witness protection program. Cut out of all the photos. That sounds like a fun idea. I'm going to leave him here. The other thing too is I like matching, if I can, the the color of the thing to the pattern to the, oh, this guy. Oh, he's one serious dude. He is one serious dude. Here's to you, and may you always have the best of lucks. Jack, 1936. Always have the best of luck. Look at that hair. That little sort of, I mean, from here up he looks, from there up he looks, there up he looks like Charlie Chaplin. So I'm thinking maybe I will, I could take this thing here that doesn't have enough going on and just start gluing. Maybe it's just the face I work on. So for example, it was going to be his toothy mouth. With his golden tongue. What do you think? What are your thoughts? I kind of like part of this idea that I'm coming up with right now. There's something about it that works for me. Because I sort of, I don't want to obliterate everything. But I just thought it might be neat to do something with these. And I'm, the ones I'm using are not really the nicest ones I had. I'm saving those for another purpose. See, he can have, these could be his eyes. They don't work for their eyes, do they? Come on, Pierre. I don't want to have to use O. It's so done. I don't know if this is working for me. God damn it. I don't want to have to get my tweezers out to make art. Come on. Get out of there. Thank you. Use the N. I don't know where the N is. Oh, the M would make some nice set of teeth on someone. Buck teeth. These could be eyebrows. Hitler mustache. Charlie Chaplin mustache. Anyway, there. See this could be this could go above an O. That would be his Mr. Spock eyeball. It's Mr. Spock raising of the brow. Like that. I mean, some of them, I might just stop, I might just do that much only. I don't think I can just do that. I think I need to do more than that. Big mouth. Big toothy mouth. What are his lips going to be like? This is a very plain, as you know, very plain. As you people know, You all know it already. I think I need to do a nose, though. Oh, this is sort of a nose and a little tiny mustache. A little Hercule Poirot mustache. Except I need to trim something here. Maybe he's just going to have a golden voice. Use the N. I don't know what N you're talking about. But I think that guy was going to end up looking like this. Do I have an ear for him? Oh, fraternity. I like the idea of maybe using, come on. Even this little dot of the eye. He's quite sinister there with that little tiny. Okay. There, here, oh, wrong part, here. Golden tongue. The ear. What is the ear going to be? Maybe that can be his ear. I don't know. I'll glue them together and see what I think later. Oh, I had his nose. Where did his nose go? There's his nose. His little Hercule Poirot mustache. Okay, one down. Let's just I'll bring him to the gluing area. Let's see who else we have. This one, poor thing. Look at him. He's another one he looks too old to be in school. Unless he was really dumb. Look at that smile. Come on, for God's sake. This is really hard. I do need. But look at it's this, the detail on these little cards that I think is kind of neat. I should have planned this better. Let's see. Oh God, this guy. Best of luck, Ken. This guy was giving everyone a wedgie in school. That's all he did. That's all he knew how to do. Well, it might be, these all might have been given to someone named Ken. Best of luck, Ken. This one goes in here. Now, this is interesting because this is a slightly profile thing, so I could maybe have fun with her Kennedy smile, toothy smile. Ken. Do I need more? Her overbite, yeah. Let me see if I can find. Let me just look at a few more of these. Tina. Cat, I can't help you. Stop whining. Bob. Look at this again, the nice little zigzaggy bits. The Boris Karloff look-alike. Oh, this guy, deer in the headlights. Oh, he went for the same boring frame. This is slightly less boring. Well, no, it's equally boring. Bob. Remember Bob. No. What does that say? Remember. Huh. See, he could have that little dot of the eyeball, eye. Oh. Joe. To a classmate, lest we forget. Eddie, 36. Oh dear. He has a Harry Houdini hairdo. Oh, look at him. His little routine there. Wendell. Oh, we already talked about him. Okay, I just bought, stupidly, I should have tried doing this first before I bought more diplomas on eBay. I should have decided if this was a good idea or not. I think the faces will be fine. The big, just using the diploma if I have enough stuff. But I'll show you what I did get on eBay yesterday. It arrived another fez, but I really like. I didn't have one that had, I don't think, that had this sort of striped lettering, bullion, different kinds of shininess to the bullion. And I don't have one that has these little enamel bits. But this is actually quite fun. The early ones have smaller bling. The later ones, the bling got bigger and with rhinestones and all sorts of debris. But I thought this was really beautifully done. I like how it looks like it says Blam almost. And how they fold up so neatly and go in your little purse. Or in my case, on my clusterfuck tripod. I don't know, Friedrich. I don't know what I'm doing here. I got from my brother these things. Little gates. Little Chinese gates. And you know what these are? Of course you do. They're salt and pepper shakers. Somehow you unscrew something to put the salt in. How would you do that? How on earth would you put salt in there, let alone pepper? Is that how? Is there a little trap door? There is. So cute. There's a little trap door right here. Isn't there? No, maybe not. I have another really fun salt and pepper shaker that's a Dachshund. It's a cylindrical tube made of metal, and at each end is rubberized head and little feet and a tail and little feet. And the salt or pepper, depending on which one you pick up and put over your meat, comes out of their little butthole. Right underneath their little tail is a little hole. It's like, did they think this through enough? Maybe they did. Maybe that was all part of their cunning plan and it was sold at Jack's Joke Shop. There used to be a store here in Boston called Jack's Jokes Shop where you could get your whatever you wanted to get, your plastic vomit, your rubber vomit, your whoopee cushions, your handshake buzzers, your I don't know, what other jokes do you have to buy? Probably was a magic shop too, you know, funny cards and stuff. Today I'm helping a friend move, and I will ask her. I got something from her. I bought something from her that I haven't paid for yet. And maybe she'd be willing to let me work it off. It was this really beautiful Western saddle that I have strapped to a chair with wheels, and it's really quite lovely. And I'm just going to say to her, remind her that I have it, and say that can this go toward the payment of that? And she might say, well, that thing is worth $1,000, in which case I'll say I'll bring it back tomorrow to you. But she might say, sure. Or she might say, I completely forgot about that. I'm sure that that's probably what she'll say. Because anyway, so what I did, I rearranged my, I'll just show you my little pen area that I rearranged yet again. And I may rearrange it even further. But what I did was, this used to have a shelf that was connected to there that went over to here somewhere. And this thing, which is now on wheels, was parked behind me. So in order to get to this, I had to move that. And in order to move that out of the way, I had to move something else out of the way. So now this is all shoved against here. And, you know, these drawers are full of pens and pen parts and rubber sacks and stuff. And eventually all of this can go away because I've got more things to hold things than I have things to hold. Eventually, these things may go back over here, the parts and the pens that I'm fixing. They don't have to be, I could just put a fixed, oh, God damn it, cat. God damn it, chair. Step on the cat, stub my toe on the stool. So anyway, as I condense the pens and parts that I will be repairing or organizing to sell, I can, once I empty one of these little drawers or these cabinets with the little drawers, I can put the little drawers somewhere else and have them hold. There's a few kind of clumsy things that I have that I can get rid of. So I can make more room for my feet, because I'm absolutely, it's not so much that I'm, if I can walk around, that's one thing, but if I keep tripping and falling, not falling, but tripping and stepping on the cat and doing things like that, it's bothering me. So one of the issues though, like for example, I can't show it to you because it's too impacted and underneath too many things. But one of the things I have, and it was something someone was throwing out, so I don't have any money involved in it. I have a square, it might have been a coffee table, though it was square. And this is what it looks like. It's one of these, shitty constructed things that, if you dent it, you can see that it's not real wood, it's fake wood. So it has a shelf down here that you can put your debris on, and it has a sort of a slightly larger top than the base that it's on. And the top has a glass thing, so you can look down. Let's say down here you put a potted plant. Oh, I can see the plant from the top, or whatever. It's glass. For some dumb reason, they decided that that's what they were going to do. Well, what dumb idea I had, is I put another piece of plexiglass underneath here. So it's about this deep underneath this part. And I completely filled this with transparent plastic and some small metal, drafting triangles and protractors and stuff. So there's this sort of collage of these things loosely stacked on top of each other. But you can't see any of that because on top of it is all this other shit. So why do I have that at all? I could throw this out, put all of these things in a drawer, a shoebox, a small shoebox. All of those things can go in there. I could throw this out and there's also books under here right now. So I'd have to find a place for those books. But this could go away. I could just throw that out. But I kind of like it. I like it, but you can't see it because it's covered up. So do I make a dent? Do I take out, this is right now on top of this thing, holding this up, holding this thing that I'm going to describe up, is this thing. So if I take this out, I need to find something else to put this on, or this could go directly on the floor. Or I could throw that out too, but this thing is cool. This I did spend money on. And it is a floor lamp, which is now on top of a square table. It's a floor lamp that's a piece of plastic that's about 4.5 feet tall by maybe a foot in diameter. And it has a light bulb in it. The light bulb is maybe here. And this is sort of a cream colored translucent plastic. So you can't see the light bulb. You can just, it all lights up. The whole thing sort of lights up the same way. But the thing that's so amazing about this machine is it has one light bulb will do a perfectly good job. And if you want it twice as bright, you can put another light bulb in. There's a socket, you can put two. But wait, there's more. It has 1, 2, 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 . 4 It has 4 times 4, 16. No, there's 8. 24 light bulb possibilities. There's a pole that goes up the middle, and then on each pole is a T, and on each T is a socket. But I think there's 2 sockets. I think there's a socket aiming up and a socket aiming down. So each of these things has either 4 or 8 sockets. It's like, if you plugged them all in, Boston would get dark. There'd be a brownout in Boston. But I really like this lamp. It's something that it's the lamp I turn on every morning and turn on every night when it gets dark. It's right in front of my couch, behind my clusterfuck, my flustercuck, and it just illuminates the room perfectly with just 2 light bulbs. And if we were on the floor, it may not illuminate it the same way. But if we were on the floor, it means getting around my couch is here. I have the clusterfuck is here with coming out everywhere. I've got a thing with drawers here, and this is mainly to keep the cushions from the couch from moving forward, which is what they do when I slouch. So this wedges the couch all together. And then behind this, I have this table. And on either side, I've got a chair and another chair, which I use as a footstool. So right now, to get from here to that side of the couch, I have to go around the Cape of Good Hope. And by getting rid of that thing, that table, I can move this slightly this way. I mean, this is already there. I'd be cutting off this much space by getting rid of this thing. Why so many lights? I don't know why so many. I honestly don't know. I think if one were to turn it on with all of the lights on, it would just be a really, really bright column of very hot column of, do you put it in the center of your igloo and it keeps you warm? I don't quite know what the point is, but I really like it with 1 or 2 light bulbs on. And I have another light bulb that is one of those controllable ones that can turn different colors, which I don't like as much, but I think if I ever give a party again, I mean, it might be fun if you were having some sort of orgy and you wanted to have it look, you put a red light bulb in there. 1 red light bulb is all you need. So anyway, this is one of the things that I'm trying to figure out what to do, because I really do want to get rid of some pieces of furniture that I have that I don't use very much. And this only holds up a light and contains some T-squares. So do you like these pens? These all metal Skylines? There's something so masculine about these. Masculine in the sense of mechanic masculine. You know, the guy at the garage has one of these. This would have appealed to the man that owns the garage, the repair shop. Or maybe the hunter. Well, I have a number of these. I probably should get rid of one, but then, you know, where's my Skyline? Swan, Waterman, Schaefer. Come on, Wall, Swan, Wall. Skyline. There, do you think I have enough? Okay, first of all, this one is one of those that has that wheat pattern that I like. And this is not the one that has the name engraved on it. This has a different name engraved. William W.M. Ball. I mean, that's exactly the name of the person that should have bought this pen. Except he I don't understand. It suddenly just stopped. And I plugged in the power cord and it says 20%. Okay, so let's just see which one. The one I recently fixed was this one. I recently put a sack in this and I put this nib in it. But let's just go through. So these are the vertical striped ones. And one is the big one and one is the small one. So I need both of them, right? That's understood. I like this one that, that fell down the grain elevator. Got caught in the farm machinery. I mean, this is a pen that I think can have battle scars on it and still look good. The fancy one, this one can't. I did do my upgrade. So I need both of these, except this one, the cap doesn't really want to screw on. Why is that? Is the threading wrong? I may have to. Try something here. It's too long. That's too long. Anyway, I'll take a look at it, see if I can figure it out. Anyway, I need both of them. I may have a cap that will screw on better. Need both of these, right? Right. Which is the one I just fixed. I need that one. This is the one I just fixed. Okay, one of these is the lifetime solid gold one, which is this one. So I need this one. That's understood. There's one of these that a pen collector in New York had, and his sons were keen on selling the collection, and I was sort of hired by them to sell it for them. And they were hesitant. The guy had maybe, I don't know, half dozen solid gold ones of these, and they were hesitant to sell the gold ones. So they never did, or I never did with them. They might still have them, but it had a beautiful engraving. They must have carved, $20 of the gold, whatever these things cost, $125 back then. To have it engraved, they must have removed, $20 worth of gold to put these really deep lettering in the barrel, and it was to a guy's name from this other name, and the other name was one of those names with love, and the other name was one of those names that could be a man or a woman. So of course my mind went to the man giving another man a pen. So I need to keep this one. So I need to keep those. Okay, so this is the one I am drawing with. Okay, so these are all the same. I don't need all of these, I bet. Do I need all of these? Or does one of these have your name on it? Well, let's look at the name. Do we have, seems to me one of these does have a really fun engraving or a name on it. Need the pressure bar. I'm thinking, let me try something. Kitty, move out of the way. cat. It's supposed to be over there. Am I going to be dealing with trying to find this thing again? I'm really, 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 really upset that I can't find a pen. Right here, in very, very fancy script, is a really, really cool name. Kitty. What? Cat. What do you want, Kitty? I don't know where it is. Anyway, on one of the caps right here, on one of these kind of caps, it says Kellogg Van Winkle, I think, or some name like that in really fancy over the top script. And I have to keep that one. But I don't know if it's on one of these fully metal pens. Made, I don't think it is. I think it's on one that is partially metal. So anyway, I may be able to sell one of these to Friedrich. So put that on your list that you're going to send me. I'm just going to try to find that thing one more time. No. A lot of these pens I have really nice engravings on them. And of course, I don't want to sell those. I don't mind selling the ones that I have 3 of these. 3 of those. Is it in here? Four of them. How many of these do I need? 4 of these. 4. Okay. I'm going to look one more time for that Kellogg Van Winkle. Once more. And look in the drawer there where it's supposed to be. Well, I can't find it. I know it's here somewhere, and I again need to figure this out. What do you mean? What is that? What is this? What are these pens? These are the pens that you just bought. You just bought one of these, the Envoy or whatever these are. The slip cap. Is that what you were asking? You have one already. I've got 4. You have 1. I have 4. God, I'm such a. That's my Isaacson. My Isaacson imitation. Oh, I have 10 of those. Yours is smooth? God damn it. I want one of those. I'll trade you. I want a smooth one. I have pens in too many places. I thought what I'll do, since I can't find that other thing, let's see if I can find. Here's an executive. Here is a standard. Here's a short. Yeah, here's a short. Let's see if I can find that the rarest size, which is the small one. Envoy is smooth. God damn you. Okay. Here you go. Here's the small one right here. So it's the same length as the small one, but thinner. Let's see if I can. See this? Yeah. Yep. So there are the 4 sizes. I'm trying to make them all black. I don't know if I can do that. I think this is another small one. Yep. So I've got at least two small ones. Same as the demi, but thinner. Yep. I was going to go through here and try to find duplicates. Yes, I know, I'm finding triplicates. I know that. This is a set. Come on, Kellogg Van Winkle, where the hell are you? This one? You don't know why they're pretty? Because they match your battleship. They are very battleship gray. And they're very brittle. Okay, this is what I need to do. I'm on fumes here, so I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to get more coffee. Make your list of what you want. If you want one of these, I probably can say goodbye to one of them. I can't guarantee it because, as you know, it's hard for me to do that. And I hope by the next time I go online, I can show you the Kellogg Van Winkle. It's probably on my desk. Every once in a while, I'll put a pen that I'm using somewhere and I'll use it and it'll be on my desk, or it might be, maybe it needs a new sack and I put it in my spot where I need to put a new sack in it. But these are the things, this is what I'm trying to keep from happening. If I can put all of the pens on my drawing desk, have only the ones there that are sort of fucked up or have really nice nibs that I used to draw with, but can have missing their levers or missing a cap or a clip. I can put all of those over there so I'll know. Never bring over there pens that are able to be sold. I'm now down to 10. Talk to you later. Bye.